Good evening, YouTubers, fellow reloaders, shooting enthusiasts, hobbyists, collectors, restorers, and everything in between. Reloading Bench back with you once again. Happy Friday. Little tea, kick off the evening. And as you can see, it's going to be a short video slash rant. I can pick this up about how to ship firearms and the stuff I have recently discovered. So depending on when I post this, hopefully in sequence, this relates to my project 1911 that I've spent a couple years thinking about. You actually saw this weapon in the previous video, hopefully. If not, check it out. It's kind of cool, from 1919. I was a little bit bummed, in all honesty, when I removed the grip panels and I saw the amount of pitting, because that was not visible in the online auction. So I got what I paid for, I guess. That would explain maybe why the price was the price, but we're going to call that character. So it is what it is. So fast forward to shipping. I thought, how hard could shipping be? Over the years, last 10 years, I've shipped broken slash service issue related repairs back to manufacturers, and has never been a problem. I package it up according to their steps, their how-tos, and then I send it off. Now, I think the United Postal Service won't do handguns, but will do rifles for an ordinary citizen. When I looked on FedEx's page, I think this changed late last year and is now in effect. Only customers holding an FFL or local government agencies may ship firearms with FedEx. So they don't care what the firearm is. If you're an individual, you are not shipping with them. So then I thought, okay, Postal Service is out, FedEx is out. Who's number 3? And that would be UPS. So I knew from past, again, experience slash stuff I've read online slash whatever, that UPS only, I believe it's their hubs, their large centers. Again, hub. I don't think that's a difficult word concept to understand, unless you're customer support in a foreign country. But I checked UPS's site, and they have 2 conditions. You can either be an FFL, licensed manufacturer, or, where otherwise not prohibited by state or local law, an individual can send a firearm to a licensed importer, manufacturer, dealer, or collector. So I'm an individual, and I was trying to send this to another licensed manufacturer, licensed dealer. And I wanted to make sure I did it correctly within the confines of the requirements and or law, or, law being I'm a individual who is not prohibited by federal, state, or local law to do this. But, for example, FedEx has a requirement for those who do have an FFL. Clinical boxes only available FedEx, so special boxes. UPS, no mention about special boxes. So I wanted to call and confirm, because the hub that is closest to me is about a 30-minute drive. And I wanted to call them to confirm any packing, boxing, anything special that I need to be aware of, because I didn't want to drive there for 30 minutes to find out, oh, you didn't do XYZ, go back home, do it all over again, drive back. Okay, whatever. So you can't dial directly to a hub. You get the 1-888, 1-800 number, whatever it is, the national number. And just like with FedEx, you can't get a human being very easily. You have to crawl the menu trees, and you end up making shit up. because they're basically, what's your problem? What's your issue, rather? And shipping a handgun is not on any of their menu trees, or a firearm, rather. So I go down a few paths, try a few different things, and then finally I just had to make stuff up to where I finally got somebody. And I'm like, hey, I'm trying to ship a firearm. And first thing she said, English not being her first/primary language, but nice tech support, or excuse me, customer support. You need to be an FFL. I'm like, no, you don't. According to your website, as long as I'm not otherwise prohibited by federal, state, or local law, I'm an individual and I can send blah, 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 blah. So she didn't even know. And I said, I just need to confirm where the local hub is and a local number. Couldn't give me a local number, and all of the addresses and locations she gave me were, postal annex, UPS store, the equivalent of the Kinko's FedEx drop-off kind of things, but only for UPS. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. You don't understand. I cannot bring a firearm to those locations. They cannot ship. And I'm going to have it insured and everything. So I'm going to declare what it is and pay the value of the shipping and the insurance, so that should sticky fingers get involved, I don't lose the value of what I've already invested. Because we've all read about, seen that happen. So she was just clueless. I asked a number of times to be moved to somebody who knew what they were doing. Please transfer me, blah, blah. Yeah. Finally, she just transferred me to another menu, automated menu tree that was more advanced, but about international shipments. So she clearly had no clue of what I was talking about. And I decided this is just getting ridiculously complicated for something that I thought should be so simple. So I reached out to my local FFL, my shop that I like to visit, shoot the breeze with, sometimes do some purchasing. And I said, can you guys ship on my behalf? Yeah, absolutely. Bring it down. We'll box it, put a label on. Obviously, you're going to pay the fee. I'm like, yeah, no issues there. So I did that at lunch, and that was all of 10 minutes to, longer to drive, about a 10-minute drive. Drive 10 minutes, spend 10 minutes, giving all the details, wrapping up the box, packing it, look great. All the instructions inside for our friends at Nighthawk to work their magic. And I paid my fees. A significant amount of cost was due mostly to the insurance. I insured it for what I paid for it, because the last thing I need to do is have it get lost in the system. Or if it does get lost, at least I'll get reimbursed. So it's on its way to Nighthawk. Hopefully it will get there. I think it's next day or second day, so Monday or Tuesday, because we know how things work on a Friday. Next day is a business next day. So at the end of the day, what I used to be able to do with either UPS or FedEx or even the post office as an individual citizen, one can no longer do that. So that's unfortunate. I'm grateful that my FFL is in business and still able to stay in business, and we're seeing local shops shut down. So if all the shops were shut down, it's another method of gun safety / gun control. So that's kind of an interesting means to an end. But ultimately things worked out. Nighthawk will soon have this, and we'll be back with an update in about a year. So that is it for Friday night. Cheers. Please enjoy your tea or teas or whatever else floats your boat, and I'll be talking to you later. Take care.